Last December, my phone went so quiet, I thought maybe I'd accidentally switched to airplane mode for the entire month. Turns out it wasn't my phone, it was me. The mindset mistake I made back then nearly wrecked my momentum. But here's the twist this year, I've completely flipped the script, and I'll share the one strategy that already got my calendar filling up even during the slowest season. Plus, I'm giving you a free checklist with everything I'm doing to dominate December: ads, networking tips, follow up strategies, you name it. Stick around because this could change your slow months forever. So let's talk about last December. Leads slowed down, calls dried up, and I gave up. I let frustration take over, and instead of fixing the problem, I told myself, it's just December, it's supposed to be slow. And then I did what any totally responsible business owner would do. I took a 2 week break. Now, don't get me wrong, we all need rest. But this wasn't rest, it was defeat. I was burnt out, sure, but I also gave up because I expected to fail. And here's the kicker: when you expect to lose, you lose. I was helpless, sitting there waiting for January to come so I could start fresh. But the truth, I could have turned things around if I'd changed my mindset. Does this sound familiar? Maybe it's not December for you, but it's a slow season, a rough patch, or a time when you feel like nothing's working. The good news is, it's not permanent, and I'll show you how I fixed it. So, why does December feel like a dead zone for home service businesses? Well, at least in my area, it's colder. People are saving up for Christmas, and there's just less demand. Those things are true, but they're not the whole story. You see, last year I used those excuses to justify sitting back and waiting. Oh, it's cold. Oh, everyone's focused on the holidays. But this year, I refuse to let those beliefs dictate my results. Because here's the reality: slow seasons aren't the enemy, your mindset is. While those factors play a role, they don't decide whether you succeed. You do. And this year, I'm doubling down. This year, I decided to take control, and here's exactly what I'm doing differently. First, I'm doubling down on ads. Last year, I thought, why would someone waste money on ads if no one's calling? But this year, I realized December is the best time to advertise. Why? Because your competitors are probably thinking like I did last year. They're pulling back. Less competition means lower ad costs and more attention on my business. And I'm not running generic ads either. I'm focusing on urgent messaging like get it done before the holidays or start the new year off right with a clean slate. These kinds of messages resonate with people who are looking for solutions now. Next, I'm networking like crazy. December is full of opportunities to connect: holiday events, community gatherings, even online groups. And guess what? People are more likely to recommend you if they met you face to face or had a positive interaction. For example, I recently partnered with a local real estate agent who needed services for a big project. That connection wouldn't have happened if I'd stayed home thinking, it's too slow to bother. Finally, I'm following up on old leads. This one is huge. I went back through my database and reached out to people who didn't book jobs last year. And you know what? Some of them booked this month. People are busy. They forget, or they just need a reminder. A simple email or call saying, "Hey, I've got openings this month. Let me know if you'd like to book," can go a long way. You'd be surprised how many people respond with, "Oh, yeah, I meant to get back to you." Here's the crazy part: it's already working. We've got bookings lined up for the next week and a large job scheduled later in the month. And it's not because December magically got easier. It's because I refuse to let my old mindset win. And honestly, it feels pretty great knowing my competitors are probably thinking, it's Christmas, let's slow down, while I'm grabbing market value. That's the power of doubling down when everyone else is pulling back. The biggest lesson I've learned: your mindset is your greatest asset or your greatest liability. Last year, my negative mindset turned a slow month into a dead one. But this year, I'm using my mindset as a multiplier. When I focus on solutions instead of excuses, every action I take has a bigger impact. And that's my challenge to you. Don't let December slump take over. Run ads, follow up with leads, get out there, and network. While your competitors are hibernating, you can snap up their customers. If you're ready to take action, I've put together a free checklist of everything I'm doing to dominate this December. It's got my ad strategy, networking tips, follow up template, and more, and it's completely free. You can download it below, and before you go, drop a comment. What's one thing you're doing differently this December to keep your momentum going? Remember, slow seasons aren't an excuse, they're an opportunity. Let's go out there and make it happen. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure to subscribe.